Hello Taurus, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy. I'm so happy that you have joined me here for your weekly reading. This week's reading is for February 16th to the 22nd. So first of all, welcome all of you. I really truly appreciate you spending your time here with me, sharing your energy with me. It really does mean a lot, so thank you for that. Now, before we really get into your reading, I quickly just want to note that this week really carries a very powerful collective shift. All right, we have that new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius on February 17th. This is highlighting innovation, new perspectives, communication, and somewhat working together. Now, this energy you might find, unfolds over time. So for many of you, you could actually feel the influence of this months later. Not just necessarily during the course of this week. Now, as a reminder, we are also in the year 2026, which in numerology is the year 1. So this represents new beginnings, leadership, initiating fresh paths forward. So this is beautiful. Now, also on the 17th, we also have the Chinese New Year. So this shifts us from the snake into the horse. And you know what? That energy really supports moving forward, moving ahead with confidence and determination, and really picking up momentum. Certainly after a year that I'm sure all of us have really felt was a year of shedding, careful planning, and certainly important adjustments. So enough said. All right, let's get into this. We're starting with your angel number. It is the number we will reveal at the end of the reading. That one they certainly wanted you to have, but this one they want you to know right now. All right, so you do have these two. We will read them at the end of the reading. They have lots of messages for you. So sit back, enjoy, relax. Let's get to this. Number 2424. So for some of you, that number 24 could really be a strong, powerful energy number for you this week. Good times. It says leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, love, affection, kindness, and happiness. It says you are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that you're all on the same page and can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiplied. So it looks like this is the beginning of a very happy week, a time where maybe your energy levels feel a little bit more elevated. Maybe you're socializing a little bit more. Now let's keep in mind, this is also just a very important week with all of those aspects happening as well. So again, maybe you're just starting to see that life is picking up momentum as well. Now, let's actually begin your reading out with the message from Spirit that they want you to know before we get into the rest of the reading. So let's find out a special angel message for you, Taurus. Let's see what that is. Spirit guides, this is for the beautiful sign Taurus for the week of the 16th to the 22nd. Of course, time is fluid, so this might reach you. This reading will reach you when it's meant to reach you. There we go. We've got the one card right there. And it is the one that they want us to talk about. It's time to regain your focus, Taurus. Number 27. It says, trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. This is perfect for your energy, Taurus. You're already you're very much an earth sign. You're very grounded. You're practical. But this is really all about maybe regaining that focus. Maybe for some of you, you have felt a little bit like things have been shifting and you haven't really been able to stay focused on those goals. I think that this is just a reminder that that this is a time to really continue down the path that you're going and stay as grounded as possible. All right, so let's regain our focus. Stay motivated. This is a great time to pick up the pace if that's the case as well for some of you, especially if you have goals or plans in mind. We're going to get your main energy now. This is the major arcana. So it's interesting. All right, number 15, the devil. That's the main energy this week. So we can look at the devil as the devil certainly can be a prankster. It can make us sometimes feel a little trapped in things, our decisions. And the biggest thing for me here, the word that keeps coming up is the distractions. What is exactly distracting you from your goals or the pace in which you're, trying to move forward with something? Because remember, number 27, regain your focus. It says trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. And I believe that could be the devil energy. This is Capricorn energy, so if Capricorn sign makes sense to you in any way, whether or not it's somebody that you interact with, could be a boss, could be a friend, could be a partner, could be somebody you're in a relationship with, could also be part of your own birth chart, but it doesn't just stand with that alone. I just like to mention it because sometimes it makes sense that way. The devil comes into play when when we're feeling restricted from our own freedom, whether it's our own self-infliction, whether it's coming from the outside elements. Life can certainly 100%, distract us from our goals, set us in a different direction. The devil card is here as a reminder to show you that you have more control than you know, and that you can apply yourself. You can apply this sense of empowerment in your everyday by regaining your focus, by letting go of those things that have either been distracting you, holding you back. Fear sometimes is one of the biggest things. There's no need to fear the devil. The devil is choices, right? And your choice is to not let these restrictions be a part of what's happening here. So let's keep going on, because of course it's going to make more sense as we continue to layer this reading. So let's get some additional energy cards here for you as well. All right. And you've got lots going on here, Taurus. It's a big week, right? We got lots of aspects happening that make this a big week. Number 50, no place like home. No place like home is really, again, feeling very comfortable in your own environment, feeling very comfortable in your own skin. It doesn't necessarily have to represent a physical home by any means, but it certainly can. I feel like this card is asking you or saying maybe it's time to declutter certain things in your life, whether again that's in your physical home, or whether that's in your heart, whether that's in your mind, whether that's what is one of the things that's distracting you from keeping focused. All right, that's what that no place. There's a comfort level here. And it's, how do I get myself back into that comfort zone? I need to regain my focus, and I have to let go of the things that are restricting me or distracting me, right? I am not limited here. I'm limitless, all right? And it's almost like reshaping, or actually, it's reshaping your own focus in the way that you either talk to yourself or the way that you manifest things as well. This is a beautiful card. And this really shows that you have a lot of inner self-worth as well with that no place like home, because it's you yourself feeling like you have inner peace. Now, number 49, the observer. I think that this could be a week where you observe things on a much deeper level, and this is what helps you to regain your focus. So that's very important as well. And then number 5, orphaned. And the orphaned card comes up when we're feeling a little bit, either emotionally withdrawn. I like to say that because orphaned, obviously the wording in itself can make us feel a little bit alone. 5s are about changes and adjustments, and they are about trying to restore freedom. And when we feel a little alone, or we're distracted again by the devil energy, it's a reminder that we do have to regain our focus. Maybe this is a time where it's important to maybe bring a little bit more rest. Maybe it's time for a holiday. Maybe it's time to really seek some pleasure in your life. Maybe you've restricted yourself so much because you've been focusing so much on one thing in your life that you've let another aspect of your life go. And what that does is that puts us in this sort of orphaned energy. But I feel like this week you're getting yourself out of that, because the observer is saying, okay, let me really break things down here. Let me really look at things from maybe a new perspective, or maybe I need to look at things not just maybe I need to be a little bit more laser focused, or maybe I need to change it to a wider lens. It all depends on what your situation is. But nonetheless, when we're observing things, we're taking that information in, and you are going to use it to help reroute your thoughts. And I really do believe that you are gaining a great sense of inner peace here, because you're letting go of the things in your life that have been maybe emotionally holding you back. Let's now get right into the tarot cards. So we're going to start with the first row, of course. Now I do 3 rows, beginning, middle, and end of week. But please, use your intuition with the readings, because of course this is for the collective. So let's start with those first 2 cards, and then we're going to clarify them. So let's see what's happening. Oh, we've got the one there. That one wanted to anxiously fly out. Okay, so see, this is where the good times start to come in. All right, feeling a little bit better. All right, I think there's a lot of decluttering happening here because you want to regain your focus. What does that require? It requires me to declutter things. And the only way I can do that to bring inner peace into my environment, internally, externally, spiritually, emotionally, I need to observe things from an emotional standpoint because something has been maybe making me feel a little bit emotionally withdrawn. Maybe I haven't felt like I can communicate my emotions. I've been trapped in my emotions. So this is a week to break free. Now, the Four of Wands, beautiful. This is like finally feeling like the doors are opening, the gateway is opening. I always see this as the 1111 card because the 4 is like the 4 wands. So it almost opening the gateway. The sun is illuminating here. So there's an illumination happening, which helps you regain your focus because you can see things for the way that they really truly are. And I feel like that you are somewhat standing on the other side of that gateway, where all your hopes and dreams start to manifest. It's where things start to align because number 17, the star card, is healing. Okay, this is a healing. This is again really feeling again like it even says here, if you spread love, you will find it will find its way back to you multiplied. I think this has a lot to do with rest and leisure, and I do believe that it is almost like this inner healing. And this star card helps with the orphaned card, the devil card. It helps you again to see that hopes and dreams are achievable and that hopeful feeling is being returned. And that's the gateway that's opening up here as well. Let's get your clarifying card here for the Four of Wands. Let's start with that Four of Wands here, please, for Taurus. You've got the Empress. Now, the Empress can very much be your energy because this is ruled by Venus. Taurus and Libra are both, the planet that rules you is, of course, Venus. I think that the Empress really has a lot to do with the good times as well that are coming in here. You know, recognizing your own sense of beauty here with the Empress card, your own that you know you are worthy of love, you are worthy of affection, and that this is really, threes to me are all about community, creativity, working together. And the Empress is building something here, nurturing something, watching it grow. And I feel like there is something really growing here for you in a very positive way because I think you really are taking some time out to observe and to regain your focus. The Empress is really quite abundant. So she finds abundance in her life. And I do believe that, you are nurturing something in your life that is going to open doors for you, that this is going to be some sort of celebration. And it's like hope is being restored. So maybe where you felt like that door was shut or closed, slowly but surely it's starting to open. Let's look at the star card. Aquarius energy. And you got number 8, strength, which is Leo energy. So again, I really feel like this is your time to shine. And with the strength card, it really shows that you have an incredible amount of opportunities here. There's infinite opportunities with the strength card. And why? Because you have courage and you have strength. And I feel like the momentum of something is picking up for you here. And I feel like the strength that you have is what's helping you move past whatever has maybe been emotionally blocking you in some way. And when we are emotionally blocked, we can't continue down a path and stay focused. So this is why this week's energies are kind of all unfolding the way that they are. The possibilities here are absolutely endless, and we see that with the infinite sign over top of her head here. No gender with any of the cards. All right, and you look at how powerful you actually are, because if you truly are this person who is standing here with so much strength, you're able to tame that lion. All right, so you have an incredible amount not only of self-worth, self-confidence, you have a lot of determination and courage as well, because you're not scared. You're not scared, you're starting to feel more hopeful. Let's get the next 2 cards here. All right, next 2 cards here for Taurus, please, and then we'll clarify those ones as well. 1 and 1 more, there we go. And you are getting a lot of major arcana cards. The Empress, the Star, the Strength, the Temperance, the Justice. I mean, these are all big cards coming through this week. Lots of energies, a lot going on. Hence why I think it's a time to really observe things, because there's different elements happening. This is why it's so important to regain your focus, because I feel like there's lots of shifts and lots of things coming into play here. Now, number 14, Temperance. Actually, that and the number 11, Justice, are all about really bringing in a sense of balance. The Temperance is moderation, divine timing. It is really blending things together to bring that sense of peace and harmony in your life. And I believe that has a lot to do with that no place like home. How do I find my inner sanctuary and my inner peace? Because something's been missing, and I'm trying to observe and figure out what that is. The Temperance card is blending those worlds together to find that joy, to find that peace, to find those good times. And of course, number 11, Justice, is about the balance as well, restoring balance, cause and effect, things, something that you're looking for a resolution for with fairness, with balance, a fairness, some sort of decision, some sort of, again, resolution that brings equality, that really helps determine something in a very fair and balanced way. Let's look at the Temperance card. Now you've got the Emperor. Now look at this. We've got the Empress and the Emperor. Very powerful duos here. All right. This is these two really represent the feminine and masculine strengths. Okay, but they could be individual people as well. It could be partnership, or whether it's work or love or friendships, whatever the case may be. They certainly could be a powerful duo in that sense. Finding peace and finding balance, and really, the Emperor is about gaining your strength. All right, somewhat. It's empowering yourself. All right, putting yourself in a position of leadership. And when you're able to do that, when we can actually say, I have the strength to put myself in this leadership role because I'm taking control of my life. I'm not allowing the devil to take control of my life. I'm not allowing my emotions to be miscommunicated, because I'm ready to open up and I'm ready to share. I'm ready to observe, and I'm ready to regain my focus, because my true outcome here that I want is peace and balance and harmony. And I know that the best way for me to receive this is through my own leadership, through my own willpower. And this is where Justice steps in, right? The fairness comes in. Let's see with Justice. Woo, that one really went flying. So pardon me as I find your card here. There we go. Sorry about that. Now you got the High Priestess. Like, look at the major arcana. This is just a major change, a major shift happening. And I think that has a lot to do with the 17th, with, of course, this new moon solar eclipse, as well as the Chinese New Year, the snake really shedding. And now we're moving into the horse. Following your intuition and knowing that your inner gut knows what's right. You can feel it. You feel the energy. You feel what's just. I feel like there's something that's been unknown, because the High Priestess can somewhat be about a mystery of some sort, or she is very mysterious herself. Again, no gender. But I really feel like this energy is, something is opening up, something is coming in, and I think it's something that is going to bring a sense of freedom or justice your way. And trust in your wisdom. Your wisdom helps guide you, and it empowers you. You are empowered through the High Priestess. All right, we've got the Four of Cups and the King of Coins. So the Four of Cups, I always call it my wake-up call. Now, what it is, it's three things, or things in your life that have brought you sort of that orphaned energy. You feel a little bit emotionally withdrawn. Something didn't work out the way you were hoping with those 3 cups. But there is not all is lost, because it's really the hand of Spirit, the hand of God is showing you that there is an alternative, that there is an opportunity, but you either have to be open to seeing the opportunity, which I think that you're absolutely doing through this Observer card, because if you can see, and I hope that you can, I hope I'm holding these up enough for you, you can see the Observer is looking up, just as the Four of Cups is looking up at the possibilities, at the opportunities. Let's not let's not limit ourselves. Let's open up to the ideas of something coming in that might have better results than what those 3 did. And then the King of Coins shows long-term benefits coming because of your hard work, your planning. I think that your focus is going to really, I think you're going through a huge shift here, and I think that you really are regaining your focus, and it really shows through the King of Coins. That King of Coins could definitely be a representation of your energy at this time. It's earth energy, it's grounded energy. We know that here, it's saying that Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael both are there to help you stay grounded. That's what the King of Coins does. Let's stay grounded. Let's move through the emotions and the things that didn't work out, and let's let those go. We're not going to let ourselves be trapped in the emotions of those things anymore. We're going to heal from that because we have the strength to do so. And we're going to allow the opportunity to be shown, to be seen, for us to recognize it. All right, let's look at the Four of Cups. Four of Cups, thank you. And you got the King of Wands now. Two King energies. We got Emperor, we got Empress energy. Like, these are very powerful leaders, all right? The King of Wands is a great sense of motivation. And if anybody is going to go after that opportunity, or is going to recognize it, or it's going to wake them, shake them up, it's going to be the King of Wands. And I believe that that's the energy that you are assuming. I think that this energy is becoming part of who you are because you are becoming more focused. And that leads to positive energy forward, picking up momentum, and certainly going after what is rightfully yours. It's an opportunity that's for you. All you have to do is recognize it. Let's look at the King of Coins. I think it's an opportunity that really helps you rebuild your own leadership skills. And I think it's something that can bring a lot of abundance and prosperity in time, especially if you put together a plan and you work hard. And look at that. Now you've got the King of Coins or King of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. This, again, is another incredibly powerful duo, all right? Powerful partnerships. It can be the masculine and feminine of you. Practical plans bring really tremendous rewards. And I believe that your resourcefulness, your sense of being able to focus, okay, and ground your energy so you become more practical. You're setting goals that are achievable. Doesn't mean you can't still dream. Always important to still dream. But I believe that you have a sense of realism to it. And I feel like with the King and the Queen of Wands here, they are working in favor. Both the masculine and the feminine side of this are helping you push something forward. This is going to be a game changer this week for you, especially because I think that you're able to finally release something that you've been emotionally feeling trapped with. And this is why the good times are coming in, because you're able to finally release it. All right, let's just and that makes lots of sense. So you've got two cards. All right, and they want you to have the cleansing card, and that makes a lot of sense. It's exactly what you're doing here. You're cleansing your life. You're decluttering your life. You're cleaning up certain things in your life. And this is what's helping your momentum change. It's like a surge of energy. And then strength, you have not once but twice. So by cleansing and decluttering your life and releasing the things that, again, no longer serve you emotionally, physically, financially, whatever those burdens may be, you're cleansing them and you're finding your true strength. Let's look at numbers here, because honestly, I'm a little overwhelmed with so much that's going on here. Fours are a big part of your path because you've got fours across the top of your reading. 4, 4, 4. Now, fours are all about stability and foundation. It is your hard work, structure, security, and your discipline. And it really shows in all of those cards across the top. There's something the universe wants you to open up and recognize, because it's something very powerful. So powerful that it's really going to push your energy forward. All right, you got light up, number 14, 14. Mood swings, respect, family, constructive outlook, and quality. It says focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies, because everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family, because good vibes are going to speed up the process. So they want you to stay positive and stay motivated, just like that King of Wands. And then belief system, so very important to follow your belief system. 0110, it says go after what you want, absolutely. Unique, destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation and gratitude. It says you're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. And I think that's that Empress and Emperor energy together. It says embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. 11, 4 of Wands, your 11-11, certainly opening up here. Stay strong with your belief system. Taurus, thank you so much for staying here through this reading. I truly appreciate it. I hope it resonates. Of course, that's my most important thing is to know that even if just parts resonate, please let me know in the comments. Please show your support by liking, sharing, subscribing, hyping the video if you feel it means something to you this week. I appreciate it all. And until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.